Here's a crazy question. What does a coronavirus, a Fed meeting, and a crazy stock market all have in common? I actually don't know the answer, other than it's created a super crazy ride this week and probably the most amount of phone calls I've had to take in a few days in a while. So, hey everyone, this is Rayce Robinson, your favorite Florida lender. I thought I would do this quick video on the Fed, cutting the Fed funds rate, how that's affecting the market, and really what you can expect going forward as this year plays out. So it's no secret that the Fed met and cut the Fed funds rate 0.5%. Remember, as a realtor, it's kind of good that you know this because so many people have called me and said, oh, our rates are 0.5% lower. The Fed cuts the Fed funds rate, which is not interest rate, it's the overnight rate that banks borrow money at. It does influence rates. In general, rates dropped about 1/8%. For most people, that's only about $15 a month. But it really did create a buzz in the market. And really before the Fed did that, rates are at an all-time low again. So if you're looking how to use this information, it's really simple. People buy homes and cars and big purchases on payment amounts. When I talk to somebody, they give me what they're trying to stay around as a payment. So on that end, really there's never been a better time to really be out there looking for a house because payments are really at an all-time low. That's what low rates mean. Will rates stay this low? So it's a crazy election year. That's one of the things I get asked a lot, especially for people that are looking at refinancing, but for homeowners, I don't know that there's much more room for rates to get better. And I've been doing this 18 years. When we get near the bottom like this, which has happened a few times, there just is not that much room for rates to go that much lower. So I don't anticipate rates dropping too much more. I believe they could trickle down. The election is on, so whatever president is getting priced into the stock market really influences rates. Because one thing that does affect rates is the stock market. In general, when the stock market is getting killed, interest rates are getting better. And so that's one of the reasons that, when the Fed cut the Fed funds rate, they were really trying to buoy up the markets. And that's why we only really got 1/8% improvement on rates, because they really did help buoy up the stock market. Now, is that a good move? That remains to be seen. Really the only play in the Fed that the Fed has, their big play, is to lower the Fed funds rate, and people wonder, really now is the right time to be using it. But again, that's something that will play out over time. And of course, everyone's fear, or why they are worried about that, is a recession. And so will there be a recession? I did another video on that. I'll link to it below. But yeah, of course there's going to be a recession. There's always a recession. Markets are cyclical. It's just really a matter of when, at some point now or in the future. And, my opinion is that's not going to happen this year, but the Fed cutting the Fed funds rate is really what they do when they're trying to battle a recession. So again, all kinds of opinions on that. But what it means for you as a realtor, me as a lender, it really buoys up the house market. People, it gives them a lot of incentive to be out there looking, and definitely use that. And use me. So what we do is we try to make you look great. We actually have no lender fees. We give your buyers the best deal on a mortgage. We have all the programs. We communicate with you in a way that no other lender does. We meet with your borrowers one-on-one, sometimes through video, sometimes in person. We're kind of old school. We believe you need technology, and you need a lender that actually has a relationship with you, your team, and the clients that you refer. So if you have any questions on this, any questions on the market, and really just any questions on what you can expect going forward this year, let me know. I'd love to talk about it. This is a really cool time. Lots going on with the election and the coronavirus, which is a little scary. And so, yeah, reach out to me if you have any questions, any clients I'd be honored to help. More importantly, let me know what I can do to help. Thanks.